James with Lot of Fun Fishing. So I put out a teaser earlier in the week. What does it take to become a captain, to run your own charter business? So I just wanted to follow up with that a little bit. And I'm going to do this in a couple of parts. So first off, let me say like and subscribe, and we'll continue to put out more content. Let us know what you would like to see, and we will get it on. Now, what does it take to become a captain? Well, first you need to get your captain's license. And what that entails is taking a test with the Coast Guard. Now, I highly recommend going to one of the schools. I went to an online school. I can't recommend it highly enough. There's a lot of information. It's stuff you're not going to know. It covers everything. One of the hardest parts for me was rules of the road, because it's not just rules for a guy like me in a center console, but it also includes the rules for tugboats, for ships, for towboats. It covers a wide range of information. So again, highly recommend going to school. And I'm going to give a shout out to my online school, the Mariners Learning System. I got about 4 of these. This one is seamanship for the mariner. You can see there's a lot of info here. So it's good information. It's good to know. You know, it's great. The next thing you're going to need in order to get your license is to pass that final exam. You need to go to the school. You need to pass the final exam. It is a proctored exam. So it means you're going to go to a location and someone's going to watch you take the test to make sure you're not cheating, right? The second thing you're going to need is a TWIC card, which is a Transportation Workers Identification Card. And it's basically a Homeland Security background check. And the third thing is your CPR certification. You're going to need that as well. So here's just some food for thought. If you're thinking about doing a charter business, what kind of charters would you like to run? Are you going to do inshore? Are you going to do offshore? Do you own a boat currently, or are you going to need to purchase a boat? Maybe you need to upgrade your boat. So it's kind of a serious subject, because we're talking about a lot of money. These things are expensive. Also, gear. How many fishing rods should you have? What type of rod and reel should you buy? There's so many out there. Everyone has personal preference. If you're watching this video, you probably have some gear that you're really familiar with. I would stick with that. But here's a rule of thumb that I go by. You can do what you want. I'm just throwing some stuff out there that I had to do in order to get my business going. If you're taking 3 to 4 guests, like I do, then you're going to need about 6 rods. Now, when I say that, if I'm doing inshore and we're using spinning gear, light tackle, right? So I'm going to bring at least a minimum of 6. In my case, Penn Spinfisher 4500s or Battle 4000s or Fierce rods and reels, you know, combos. And here's why you need 6. 1 rod for each of your guests and a backup. If you do get broke off, you can grab one, hand it to them, and they can still be on the fish when the bite's hot. So I can re-rig it, I can put it back together, but you know, you need to have one ready to go. If you do have equipment failure, you need to have a rod ready to go. So my suggestion is a minimum of 6. If we're going bottom fishing, same thing. I'm taking the Penn Warfare 30 wide. I've got them spooled up with 30-pound mono and matched to a 15 to 30-pound Penn Mariner rod. There's a reason I chose that. I'll get into that stuff a little later. So these are things that we're going to bring on a fishing trip. So when I take my clients out, I may have 20 rods on the boat, but they're specific for different types of fishing. If we're offshore, which we do near shore charters, and if we're out in the Gulf and we're doing some bottom fishing, or on our way there, maybe we pass a piece of floating debris, we may want to throw at it. So, depending on what it is we see, we may want to go with some light gear, we may want to go with some heavier gear. Also, when we're on the reef, we may want to drop a jig down. So we've got jigging rods. Now they're going to be in the 8,000 class, a little heavier duty rod and reel, based on what we anticipate on catching. So, that's a big one there. I don't want to go too long. I just kind of want to give you a quick, simple overview. I'm going to keep posting content. Follow me. I'm going to put together about a 6-part, really broken down, really well. Yes, so 6-part video, and we'll try to go over everything that you need. So next time we're going to be talking about some gear, and I'll be explaining some of the rods and reels and exactly why it is that I use those. So until next time, like and subscribe, and tight lines.